So I think about the election delegates that went to Nassau to vote for in the PLP convention. I wonder if they realized that they only have power for 2 days. After that, they do what they do with grassroots, just cut the heads off by not answering the phone. I wonder if anybody could tell them that the condition of the road. You imagine you had 10 feet of water on the road. So that what happens when that happens is the under the road get loose and it create potholes. Does anybody ever heard of a Category 5 hurricane coming through the island and nobody feels it's necessary to fix the potholes? Right at the airport, you have a river at the Leonard Thompson International Airport. It just take a couple hours of clearing the drain to mitigate that. Does anybody there can say, look here, we need a generator for the airport. We need a terminal building for customs at the dock so your goods could get out of there. Does anybody in there could say to the Prime Minister, most of us still haven't benefited from the duty free. Does anybody in the Prime Minister's office that can fast track people that still need a vehicle to come in, duty free, people that still need building materials? Does anybody of that delegation that went for free food, free hotel room, free accommodation, and when they come back, North and South Abaco is still the same? Why can somebody ask all the traveling that the Prime Minister did in his delegation? Boy, you know what would be a beautiful sell? If they could spend 3 days in North Abaco and another 3 days in South Abaco. Put that time that they collectively spend all over the world. Just give us 3 days in each constituency to show as if you care. I want to put them right in the middle of the biggest Haitian community after Hurricane Dorian in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas and indeed the Caribbean, that they don't have to pay mortgage. Nobody question them. They do as they want to do. They don't have to pay for shop license. They don't have to pay for anything. They're good for the last 4 years and for the rest of their lives. Can anybody ask the Prime Minister when and how could this happen for Bahamians? No. They don't know how to emancipate themselves from mental slavery. They only being bribed to think that they have some significant power. But when they get back in their respective island, they're cut off for 3 years. Only the members of parliament can not be elected, and they do not have to go to work for 5 years until the next election to start the bleeding, to start the cycle all over of taking from the country. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. Neither one of y'all from North or South Abaco that came in as delegates, your life gonna be better because of whom you vote for. They don't give a hell before you came into the election, and after the election, 3 years forward, they still don't give a hell because 2 years. Remember, there's not one single person of the PLP party came in for the national burial of our dead. 2 years later, there's not one person from the PLP can tell you where they buried the dead in the Pine Yard. Not one person from the PLP that has the power can tell you how many people died. And nobody could tell you their names. on the most horrific moment of our lives. Y'all inside there eating food, letting air condition blow on y'all, free flight, but your mind is still messed up because you can't emancipate yourself from the slavery that they brought upon you. That's why they call y'all grassroots, because y'all are still mentally enslaved by your own self. You don't want to educate yourself to see that they bribing you for 2 days and they get 5 years of plenty. Kai Case, that's why he's here early on the 9th of February 2023.